how I take my hair from this to this in 20 minutes flat. I'm going to share all my hot tips with you on how to achieve a beautiful, voluminous blowout in 20 minutes at home. You can get a salon quality blowout at home, and I'm going to show you exactly how. First, I'm starting off with hair that is 80% dry and my Aiir 53 Ergo brush. This is one of their mid-size brushes, and now I'm going to separate out my hair with a clip. You're going to need a clip. This is so important because you want to make sure you're keeping the dry hair separated from the wet hair. Now, first of all, make sure that you're drying the root of your hair really thoroughly first. If you notice, I'm doing several passes through my hair and I'm focusing on the root. And that's because if you take it all the way through and you dry the ends first, it's gonna get really frizzy. So now I'm separating out my hair again into another small section, and I'm gonna work up this whole side of my head. And again, you do not let the wet hair touch the dry hair. I'm gonna continue blowing out my hair section by section, taking several passes through, focusing on the roots first, and then once I get the roots dry, I'm gonna bring it through and work out the ends. Here's a really awesome trick when you're getting close to your hair being dry. This is my little wraparound trick. You're gonna wrap the hair around the brush and then work it up, and this eliminates a lot of frizz. Now you can see this section is a little bit big, so I'm going to cut it in half with my finger, and I'm gonna wrap the hair around the clip to secure it, and it's out of the way. If you work with sections that are too big, you will end up with a frizzy blowout. And this is because the hair needs to be thoroughly dried. And if your sections are too big, it won't be able to dry all the way, and you're gonna be really frustrated with a big poofy blowout. So now I can take this section back and dry it as I normally would. Another tip is to work either side of the hair. So I'm blowing it out from underneath with the hair on top of my brush, and I'm also blowing it out with the hair on the bottom of my brush, and that's going to ensure that your hair is evenly dried. Now, when you get to the point where your hair is dry enough, you're gonna give it a little rock to cool it, and that's going to help set the curl. Now, an important thing is to separate out your mohawk section. So as you work up the side of your head, separate out the mohawk section right above your eyebrow. This is how you're going to achieve that beautiful volume that you saw in my blowout. Now, this next part is going to demonstrate why I love the Ergo brush so much. This is the section right above my ear, and it's pretty long. So most brushes would not be able to handle this much hair. You never want the hair to go outside of the barrel on your brush, otherwise your hair can tangle, it can get caught in the brush, and you could be dealing with a big disaster on your hands. But the Ergo brush is 20% longer than normal brushes, and it has the ability to handle long sections like this and save you lots of time by helping you get your blowout done faster. Now I'm taking the dry hair and I'm moving it to the other side so it doesn't touch the wet hair. Focusing on the roots and then pulling it through. And I did the wraparound trick underneath this time to really smooth out any of that frizziness. And I'm going to section off the other side of my mohawk section right above my arch of my eyebrow. Now I'm ready for the mohawk section. This is the section where you're going to achieve a lot of volume in your blowout. And I'm separating out the sections and I'm taking nice small sections and I'm going to work my brush back away from the face and also towards the face because that's going to give you lots of volume. Now when you go to set the section, make sure you're setting it away from your face so you have that beautiful volume. Continuing to continue to blow out the mohawk section, and I've hit a snag in my hair. It's a little tangle. Don't attempt to pull the round brush through the tangle. It won't work. I was able to pull this one out with my fingers. You might need to use a comb, but never try to pull a tangle out with your round brush because round brushes were not meant to detangle and you're just going to end up pulling your own hair, which is never fun. So now I'm getting to the last section of my blowout. And it doesn't take as long because it's even more dry than when I started. And if you'll notice, I'm really focusing on going back with the brush. Now, make sure you use finishing products. This is the Aiir Shine Spray. I absolutely love it. It makes such a difference when you're blowing out your hair. You need to use a finishing product. You can use an oil as well. They make a really beautiful oil. I also love this Truss Frizz Zero product. You only need a tiny bit. I put it on my hands and I run it through my hair. And now I have a really gorgeous blowout and I'm just so happy with it. I can wear it either way and I have that volume that looks so amazing, and I hope that this helped you guys. And if you liked what you saw today, please subscribe and like this video. It helps my channel out so much. And make sure you check out these Ergo brushes. I've linked everything below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next video.